Hi guys, I guess you can hear me now. For some reason, the other screen doesn't let me play audio now. It's a little bit weird, so sorry about that. I was trying to do a mic check, but apparently, if you can hear me, obviously you cannot mic check me. But thanks for being here, guys. Welcome to State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 120: Crypto in Space. Millennials trust Bitcoin-based equities, and 2 new crypto ODL corridors appear. Now, if you're catching the stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link's in the description. You can also follow me on Twitter. I am active there. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get the stream to play back on my phone so I can do checks on myself. That's usually how I keep track of the stream, and make sure that you guys can see me well and everything is working fine. So awesome, here we go. Let's go on to onto the news, right? Space Chain has sent its blockchain hardware wallet technology to the International Space Station aboard SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Now, the technology is being deployed to the station as part of the CRS-19 commercial resupply service mission, and it is the first time blockchain hardware has been demonstrated on the ISS. Now, I'm gonna make sure this went out as well. Yeah, awesome. All notifications are out. Awesome. Now, the blockchain wallet will be installed on Nanorack's commercial platform in the station, and once activated, will demonstrate the received authorization and retransmission of blockchain transactions. It currently supports the quantum blockchain, and the company is adding support for Ethereum. 1 second, guys. There we go. Xi Zheng, the co-founder and CEO of Space Chain, said that the integration of space and blockchain technologies has uncovered new possibilities and opportunities. We are very excited about the prospect of working closely with the financial service providers and fintech developers, Internet of Technology service providers, research institutions, and space agencies in the coming months to further accelerate advancements within the ecosystem. The wallet will generate multi-signature transactions. These require multiple signatures to be completed and will help increase the security of the operation. What is more, though, the integration of Nanorack's commercial platform, all data will be uplinked and downlinked. This means information will be sent between the wallet in space and Earth. Now, this technology aims to secure the transmission of digital assets that are often vulnerable to cyber attacks when hosted in centralized terrestrial servers. Space Chain expects to have completed the testing of its latest deployment by early 2020. Now, my only question here is lag, right? How laggy is the service going to be if they are on the International Space Station? See, having sent data to space and back, I don't believe it's still like the fastest. So I'm not sure how often this is going to be synchronized, etc. So again, I'm not sure how. I'm not sure if this is more a publicity stunt than an actual working case. I do get the fact that having it in space is probably going to make it less likely to be hacked. However, again, you're going to have certain lags that are probably not going to be best for business, right? Let's wait and see what they actually come up with, how their tests come back once they finish performing them, and then we'll figure out whether or not the technology is actually viable or if it was just a publicity stunt. This article says there's something very strange going on with Bitcoin futures. Researchers have recorded unusual moves in the Bitcoin futures market, with the premium rates rising even as Bitcoin prices fall, suggesting that Bitcoin price could be headed higher next year. Now, between November 29th and December the 2nd, the premium on Bitcoin futures increased over 30%, while the Bitcoin price dropped around 6%. Analysts at Arcane Research stated that the premium rates on Bitcoin March 2020 contracts have been increasing, although the Bitcoin price has decreased, and this is not a common observation. Now, we also have the halving event next year, so again, probably one of the reasons why those premiums are rising. Researchers have also reported that Bitcoin implied volatility is set to rise to over 70% by June 2020, up from 55% for the middle of December 2019. Now, this clearly shows that traders anticipate changes in the Bitcoin price. To put this into perspective, gold options for June 2020 traded with an implied volatility of 11.5%. Despite Bitcoin's recent sell-off, many Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market watchers are feeling good about the next year. Bitcoin and crypto heavyweights have been predicting a sudden price surge. Technical data is looking positive, and recent developments suggest 2020 could be a big year for Bitcoin. Now, I'm still not 100% sure on that. That was all still from the article. I do believe that 2020 is certainly going to be an interesting year. Nothing is defined, nothing is set in stone. So again, if you're going to trade, you're going to take positions, just make sure you're doing it the smart way, right? Place your stop losses just in case the market turns back and starts going south, right? Again, if you look for indicators about bullish moves, you're going to find them. If you look for indicators about bearish moves, you're going to find them. So again, you have to be very careful as to what you consider. And the best way to go is to try to keep as a neutral as an outlook as possible when you're analyzing, and don't force the data, right? If you want to force the data to give you an indicator that's going to go up, you're probably going to find it. But if most of the indicators are telling you it's going to go down and you just want to be stubborn, you're probably going to end up getting wrecked in the market. So again, look for simple data. If the simple data is telling you something different from what you're feeling or what you're thinking, you might want to do some other analysis, but then again, don't hold on to stuff that might not work, okay? That's it for this. Let's move on to the next article. Millennials trust Bitcoin-based equities over Microsoft and Disney stock. Now, I like this one. It says the analysis of self-directed brokerage accounts show a generational divide in selecting assets. Older Gen X investors have no exposure to Bitcoin through financial instruments, but millennials have bought into the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. The analysis in the latest Schwab report reveals that the newest generation of investors allocates around 1.84%, 1.84% of its portfolio to Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. More than that is allocated, and more than is allocated to other companies that would be like considered blue chip, which are like Walt Disney, Microsoft, and Berkshire Hathaway Fund. Millennials unfortunately held brokerage balances of about $68,756, or about 5 times lower in comparison to the size of boomer portfolios. With one of the greatest wealth transfers in history, more funds can be moved into a new type of portfolio with a spot for Bitcoin investment. Now, earlier investors have put Apple, Amazon, and Berkshire Hathaway at the top of their portfolio, but millennials trust Tesla for their top 3 picks, with Amazon and Apple still at the top. Bitcoin is seen as one of the outliers in the last decade, establishing a new asset class that may have built wealth already for multiple generation cohorts. Once seen as a Ponzi scheme, Bitcoin established itself beyond a mere speculative asset. Now, the Grayscale Fund was recently opened to retail investors. For months, the instrument revealed the sentiment of institutional investors, as some were ready to pay hefty premiums to the spot Bitcoin price. Now, the overall investment in Grayscale is now slightly lower at $2 billion in comparison to the $2.7 billion following during the summer peak like that we had, right? So again, that like moved to the upside in June, July. Right now is basically opposite, right? Anyways, currently Grayscale share once again is traded at a premium of $8.01, corresponding to a spot price above $8,000, and Bitcoin was trading around 7,400. So again, slightly higher, right? Value price for the shares. Okay, cool. As per the announcement of from his lawyer, Virgil Griffith will be released from prison following his visit to North Korea, although the case apparently will still be trialed in court, right, in the near future. So if you follow, we did a coverage of that, right? Sorry, one second, guys. My nose is feeling a little bit weird. Anyways, following the arrest, much of the blockchain community responded to support Griffith. For instance, Vitalik Buterin took to Twitter. We already kind of talked about that, right? Anyways, in addition to appealing to the notion that cryptocurrency and blockchain technology foster a worldwide community that transcends borders and international sanctions, Buterin stated that Griffith's presentation was based on publicly available data about open source software. and that there was no weird hackery advanced tutoring involved. Now, conference attendees from other Western countries have claimed that not only were all attendees expressly forbidden from talking about political issues such as US sanctions, but that several North Korean officials were actually sleeping during the talks. Now, geopolitical open-mindedness is a virtue. It is admirable to go to a group of people that one has been trained since childhood to believe it's a maximum evil enemy and hear out what they have to say. The world would be better if more people on all sides did that. Now, that was said by Vitalik Buterin. Anyways, Brian Klein announced on December the 2nd, so a couple days ago, that the judge presiding over the case has allowed Griffith to be released until the date of his actual trial, without any mention of a requirement to pay bail. With Klein claiming that Griffith looks forward to his day in court. Now, a successful defense could very well prove a key precedent for the future of international cryptocurrency community. Now, before I move on to the next article, I'm gonna get this playlist going again. 1 second, guys. There we go. Is it still playing now? Awesome. There we go. Anyways, what's next? Sure, XRP. The XRP community has been eagerly looking out for an on-demand liquidity volume. This is an article from XRP Arcade. Now, the guy who runs this website, it's Leonidas. He's on Twitter. He's a really cool guy, and he has like really good articles that come out. That's why I'm going to cover this one. Now, the XRP community has been eagerly looking out for on-demand liquidity volume and new on-demand liquidity corridors. On-demand liquidity is a Ripple way for RippleNet customers to use XRP as a bridge currency. Now, three XRP community members, Murat Tomi, Lave Crypto 3.0, and XRPs have created Utility Scan, which is a page that listens for potential on-demand liquidity transactions. Now, I did try to go into the site. Okay, cool. When I was opening earlier, it wasn't loading, so I'm glad that it's loading now. I did try to load it pre-stream, and it wasn't there. So I was trying to find this corridor that he had listed, but I'm not gonna be able to find it, I guess. Anyways, Utility Scan picked up a few potential on-demand liquidity transactions coming through the Russian ruble to United States dollar and the ruble to the Mexican peso corridors. Now, what is even more impressive is that the exchange facilitating these transactions is Binance, and he has them listed here. Again, I'll try to zoom into this picture, see if I can open it on any tab for you guys to be able to see. You might not be able to see this part at the bottom, but I'll see if I can do this real quick. It gets too small. Anyways, it does say is that December 6, 2019 at 3:39 a.m. there was a Binance Ruble Bitstamp Ruble to dollar transaction. Apparently, transaction spotted as on-demand liquidity. So again, we know that Binance added Ruble trading like 4 days ago. So again, I believe it's interesting though. I wouldn't expect to have seen the Ruble being used for on-demand liquidity yet. So I do believe it's an interesting case. Again, if we keep seeing more on-demand liquidity growth, that means there's more adoption for people using the XRP tool that used to be XRapid, and that is interesting, man. Again, it could certainly bring up more adoption for Ripple, and that is ultimately what we want for this to keep on growing. That means that whatever Ripple as a company is doing, it's certainly working and giving results. Now, let's go on to the next article, man. It's just the last one I have. After this, we jump into market news or market analysis. Binance has officially denied media reports which claim that it could acquire a bankrupt Union Bank AG based in Liechtenstein, Europe. Now, Binance CFO Wei Zhou told the blog that the reports that Binance is investing into Liechtenstein Union Bank or has applied with the Financial Market Authority to become a shareholder of the bank are inaccurate. Now, Zurich-based financial news outlet Inside Para the Platz reported that Union Bank AG has held a meeting with representatives of Binance and the Financial Market Authority of Liechtenstein. which is likely to accept a deal between Binance and the bank. The report cited a letter dated November 19th sent by Wolfram Kouani, a commercial lawyer based in Zurich, to the shareholders of Union Bank AG. The FMA is likely to accept Binance as shareholders read the letter. However, given that Union Bank is, as of now, it's in default of the FMA order regarding own funds, FMA has made it clear that Binance must file an application for approval as shareholder and pay an amount of apparently 15 million Swiss francs, which is almost 1 to a dollar. So it'll be like $15.17 million to an escrow account for a later capital increase by the end of November. It was also stated that if the deal doesn't go through, the FMA may withdraw Union Bank's license, forcing it to go for liquidation. Sorry guys, I'm gonna switch this track. There we go. Now, so far they're told the blog that Binance would be open to exploring a partnership with Union Bank and its new investors. Binance is committed to adding safe and reliable fiat channels to drive crypto adoption around the world. That's it for the news, guys. We're going to jump on to our next segment, which is the technicals. So I'll be right back with you in a second. Awesome, we're back for the technicals. Thank you for staying with us. Again, pre-stream, the videos were running fine. When I'm on the stream, they just run really, really choppy. I'm still trying to figure out. And I guess stream with stream, I'll keep on tweaking them until they run smoothly. So I'm still trying to figure that one out. Anyways, let's see what is going on with the market, right? Total market cap. Yesterday, increasing. Money flowing into the cryptosphere, 1.08%. From an opening of 195.11 billion, closing at 198.46 billion, or a $3.5 billion move. So again, good money coming in. Right now, money still coming in 0.19%, sitting at 198.10 billion, which is it just moved a little bit. It's about $414 million coming in. Again, they just started a couple minutes ago. It is a weekend, so things tend to slow down a little bit. Just keep an eye out for that as the weekend keeps on developing. And we'll be here tomorrow also seeing how much this actually moved yesterday on Saturday, right? Anyways, what is happening with Bitcoin? Bitcoin yesterday gaining dominance still, 0.28% right now, losing dominance 0.11. Yesterday from an opening of 69.32, closing at 69.52, and right now sitting at 69.44% of market cap. Now, again, I want the dominance of Bitcoin to go down. That means all the other assets are stronger and the market can stand better to fluctuations caused by price on Bitcoin. Now, price of Bitcoin sitting at $7,555.10. Nice move to the upside today. We were struggling yesterday. We'll talk about it more once we get to the shorter time frame. Again, we had this kind of divergence in a shorter time frame playing out. Right now, moving to the upside. Yesterday, upside. Today, upside. Not much we can trace. This high is still higher, more positive momentum. We're lower right now, so really nothing we can do on the daily. So sitting neutral on the RSI at 45.28. That's it for this here in this time frame. So let's go into the 4 hours actually, and we'll see what happened. Right, we had divergence, bullish price action to the upside. We weren't expecting to see this violent. Again, we came back down and we said, look, if we ignore this, we still have this continuation going. And now this will just be regular price action to the upside following this divergence that we had back here. So again, what is going on, man? Let's see. High, higher high, more positive momentum again going with the market. Nothing wrong here. Having our fourth bullish candle developing, which is pretty good. Sitting bought at 61.83 on the RSI. Not really creating any kind of divergence here that we can see. Again, movement to the upside. If you want to consider this a bear pull, we would need to make a sort of flag. So we need to wait for some consolidation to happen. Now, this impulse up, a little bit weirder than what we're used to seeing, but we got a lot of rejection around that 7,429. If you were with us yesterday, We were around this candle, and we said we were facing a lot of rejection. We were talking about a potential move to the up downside. We did get it. It was very small, very short. We weren't sure how strong that movement was going to be, but again, we were kind of sure that we were going to get one though, and we did, right? So again, was it like that before I moved it? Tighter, actually. There we go. I think it was somewhere around there. There, I guess. Awesome. So we're moving to the upside. We're probably facing resistance at this channel. Again, let me extend it to where we had it. Prior to me moving it. Yeah, okay, cool. It's right there. There we go. So we are. I just drew it larger. We are facing resistance at the top part of the downsloping channel, the major one. And we're trying to break out, but we're enabled right now. Again, on the movement up, we hit all the resistances that we talked about. And that is good because that means they are valid resistances that we're still facing. Again, moving to the upside. Right, on the shorter time frame, the only thing I don't like in the shorter time frame is that from this previous island, which is a very valid trace, to this new island, right? We'll go to this one, or even this one if you want to. I'll go here and then I'll shift it up so you guys for you to be able to see the other one I'm going to trace as well. From here to here, we're definitely going higher, right, and we're going lower on our positive momentum. We're starting to hit some stagnation here. So again, potential price action to the downside. Now, the other one that I was talking about is this one. See, this is higher than this, right? Slightly. And guess what? This is higher. This is higher than this. So again, creating that bearish divergence. We have it on the MAC, the histogram, but not on the RSI on any of the two scenarios. Now, the larger one being this line on top again, like I said, and then the smaller one being that shorter line up front. I'll leave this on the 4 hours so it doesn't come back and... Sorry, this is 1 hour. I'll leave this here on the 1 hour so it doesn't go back and bother us on the 4 hour chart later on. Again, fighting with this all the time. But I just want to make sure it stays here forever now so it doesn't come back when we're doing the 4 hour analysis and then we're actually struggling with this, right? Again, we have two oscillators, same oscillator, indicating in two different frames that movement potential will go down. Now, we did hit this move to the upside again. We were struggling with the resistance at 7,429. We hit it a couple times. This happened in like a 5-minute, this candle at 11 happened in like a 5-minute frame because I was looking at the market. We're struggling. We weren't able to break above that. And then like 5 minutes, boom, it just went like ballistics all the way up here, man. Look, I'll even show you this one. 11 a.m. So we'll go into the 5-minute chart. And I know because I actually went and looked because it was a weird move. It's this one, right? 11 a.m. That 11 a.m. candle, right? See how it's like 11:45, 11, boom, and then we got that move in 5 minutes, man. Again, we might even go shorter and the 3 minutes. And look at 11. And this move happened in a 3-minute frame, man. It was just... We're here struggling. See how many times we're trying to break into this 7,429? A lot of times, man. Now, in just seconds, man, we actually, this candle, boom, pushed through. Next candle reversed a little bit, and then boom, it just rammed us all the way up there. It was a very, very strong move. Again, we basically undid it and then kind of bounced back up again, which, you know, it's probably fine as a move. I'm not worried about that. But again, it just seems too strong for a move. Right? And I never went back and looked at the 1 minute. But again, the move happened in like 2 minutes. Boom, boom, right? It just went nuts in 2 minutes. It was a large move. 7,200 to 7,442 all the way up to 7,609. So again, it was a very nice move by Bitcoin. I was waiting for something like this on the larger time frames. But again, I don't like the way that it basically undid itself on the next candle. However, we impulsed up, right? Consolidation, bounce back up again. Consolidating, up sloping, again creating divergence. Price moving to the downside. We might rest at the 7,531 before we actually run again. Sorry, is the music stopped or something? I didn't hit pause and there we go. Apparently the music got paused for some reason. So, just be careful with this. Again, we might get a move to the downside. We could potentially try and hold at 7,531. If we're not able to, we're probably going to fall back into this range. Again, we're hitting this upper part of the downsloping channel, right? The major one. We're using it as resistance. So again, very valid. And like we were saying yesterday, right? We're bound, range bound here, man. We're bouncing in this area, right? It was like around here last night when we were doing the stream, and then we came back, touched back here again, tried to run up, failing to break it, and then in the morning actually broke through. So again, it was here last night. So again, we did get this move to the downside that I was talking about. It played out. It was nice, short move to the downside, but again, we were waiting for some like a bounce to happen. So this is fine. Let's go on to Ethereum, guys. Let's see what's going on with Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily for dominance. Yesterday losing dominance 1.34%. Right now losing dominance still 0.31, sitting at 8.22% of market cap. Price of Ethereum at $148.63. Sorry, I didn't talk about the RSI on the 1 hour for Bitcoin. So it's sitting bought at 68. So very high. Again, you want to tend to reset the oscillators. You can still go over bought, but again, you tend to want to come back to a neutral zone. So let's go into Ethereum now. Ethereum on the daily, like I was saying, $148.63. Price action to the upside right now. A red candle developing. Sorry, it's a green candle, even though it looks red. It says plus 0.09%. Again, nothing much here we can trace. Higher high, lower high, less positive momentum. Nothing really going on. Sitting sold on the RSI at 37.89. Let's go into the 4 hours because a lot of stuff is happening there. Now, this music is really weird, man. Is this the same playlist? I want to play this track, man. Maybe I was playing from another playlist. It was weird. Anyways, let's see what's going on here. Short time frame. Divergence, right? Bullish. Price action to the upside. Slightly going there. Vroom, vroom. Second impulse up. Now, positive momentum, more positive momentum. Fine. Going with the market. Now, here. And here's the thing I don't like, right? This candle is positive and it's looking red for some reason. You're going higher, right? So again, you're converging on the top part right now, creating hidden bearish divergence. Price continuation, your major trend is down sloping, even your minor trend is down sloping. So again, chances that your price goes down, right? We don't have it on the RSI, just on the MACD histogram and against the price, right? And this is still developing, so again, this could still come up and negate itself. Just keep an eye out for this, as this might be one of the reasons you could potentially move down on price on Ethereum. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 52.99. Let's go into the 1 hour, man. On the 1 hour, Ethereum sitting at 57.88, neutral on the RSI. Positive momentum dying out, higher high than the previous high. Now this was from our previous candle, our previous chart. There we go. Go back to the 4 hour. You too go back to the 4 hour. Awesome. Yep. So for people tuning in, thank you for watching, guys. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. That's what's happening here. All right, cool. Stuff I can see quickly, right? High and even higher. So that's fine. I'll go there for now. Now let's show you this. It's the same thing that's happening with Bitcoin, right? We're going down here. Here we have that bearish divergence from island to island. I'll move this one up so you can see it better also. And look, from here to here, we're also going higher. From here to here, we're going lower. So we're creating that bearish divergence again, right? Second bearish divergence, helping. And this time, you actually do also have it on the RSI, so slightly going down as well. So again, potential price action to the downside, even though right now this is green. We can still maybe run to the downside if Bitcoin still moves down. It's a possibility that's there for Ethereum as well. So that's it for Ethereum. Let's go on to the Ripple. What is happening with Ripple? Ripple dominance finally above 5%, which is good. Yesterday gaining dominance 0.10%. Right now gaining dominance still 0.42%. So again, yesterday we were a little bit lower. Finally sitting at that 5% dominance. It's good. I like it. Above 5 is good for Ripple. So let's go look at the price, man. Positive and positive. Nice movements to the upside. Again, a potential double bottom, creating that bearish divergence, bullish divergence, sorry, that I was talking about yesterday, right? On the daily, on two of the oscillators. On your MACD histogram, actually going to be positive, which is a lower low, but again, positive momentum. and going lower on your RSI, again, also playing out nicely. So again, we do have this bullish signal, again, moving to the upside. Right now, not looking strong. It looks like we're losing some of that strength. I hope we can get this to push up farther because it really merits that price action with the divergence that we're getting on the daily. So again, let's go into the 4 hours. Sorry, on the daily, sitting neutral on the RSI at 41.06. Let's go into the 4 hours. On the 4 hours, let's see. On the 4 hours, moving up nicely above that mid part of the channel. Nice. Again, low, higher low. Less negative momentum, that's fine. High, higher high, more positive momentum, that's fine. Sitting bought at 62.70 on the 4 hours. Again, impulse up, consolidation, impulse up. We need to consolidate at some point in time. I hope this is not the consolidation that we're making because it would be upsloping and that would get us exhausted, and then we could potentially break down. But again, I don't believe this is the consolidation that we're looking for. So we could potentially wait a little bit longer for something to develop, and we could probably still be fine with Ripple. Now let's go on to the 1 hour. All right, cool. This I don't like on the 1 hour. I'll tell you why. All right, cool. This was yesterday, and I probably missed this because I don't have it traced. I was rushing yesterday. I had visitors, and I had a dinner engagement. So again, from here to here, you're going lower. From here to here, you're going higher, creating bearish divergence. You wouldn't have it on your RSI, just here. Price action to the downside. Okay, you got that move. This was yesterday night. I was around here during the stream, and I completely missed this one. Again, right now what's going on? So we'll take it from this high to this new high. And look at this, man. We're going even farther down. Again, creating that second divergence, and this time we also do have it as well on the RSI. We're hitting over bought right now. We're sitting at bought, but we're probably going to get some price action to the downside. So we have that divergence playing out on two other oscillators now, not just one that we had here. Again, let's see here, and even in the shorter term, I think this was higher. This was 27, 26, very slightly higher, very slightly lower, sorry, from here to here. And going higher also from here to here, right? So again, that's what's usually getting us these moves to the downside right now. That's it for Ripple, man. I mean, not really much I can say after this. If we go down, we'll probably bounce off this mid part of the channel. Again, my Bollinger Bands are hidden. I didn't have them open. So again, we had some tightness of the Bollinger Bands. Also, when we get that, we've talked about it, right? Tightness of the Bollinger Bands, impulse. Tightness of the Bollinger Bands. Went to the upside, less strong on that impulse, but again, still moving to the upside, right? Let's go on to Litecoin, man. 5 people tuned in. Thank you for watching, guys. I do appreciate that you spent time with me on a Saturday to come in here, hang out. Sorry, the beginning of the stream was a little bit weird. I was trying to get some stuff set up properly. I was having a lot of troubles running some things. But again, thanks for being here, guys. I do appreciate it. Litecoin on daily. Yesterday losing dominance 0.56%. Right now gaining 0.16. Price of Litecoin. Dominance sitting at 1.48 for Litecoin. Price of Litecoin $45.47. Price action to the upside, but not as nice as we had with Ripple. Also, not quite a double bottom like the one we had with Ripple. Starting to make a positive momentum island, but again, it's a lower high than our previous high, so that's fine right now. Sitting sold still on the RSI at 36.29. Now, nothing I can really trace on the daily, so we're going to go into the 4 hours, man. The 4 hours, we had divergence here at some point in time. I'm sure we called it. That's why I have this. I'm not sure if this is from the 1 hour or the 4 hours. I'll check it later, though. It's from the 4 hours. Again, I do believe I deleted this one because we said we ended up, before the 4 hour candle closed, we ended up moving up. And again, this got negated, so I was pretty sure I deleted this yesterday. Now, stuff I can see real quick is that you're creating hidden bearish divergence. You're going down here on your higher on your price, and you're going higher on your positive momentum. So again, you might get some price continuation. Price continuation, we're in a downtrend, so we might start to get some resistance around this area, trying to move the price down. That's what I'm seeing right now. We would also have it on the RSI, apparently. Yes, we do. So you have it on two of the oscillators. So again, potential price stagnation and potential move to the downside on Litecoin on the 4 hours. So let's go into 1 hour. We're sitting neutral on the 4 hours at 52.93. I'm waiting for this to change to the 1 hour chart. Again, for some reason, it got stuck. So, oh boy, oh boy. Let's change the charts. Chain transmission speed, see if we're still good. And apparently I'm still transmitting well. So for some reason, Trading View doesn't want to play ball. Sorry for that, guys. Technical issues. Waiting for Trading View to load. And it's not really loading that well. Give me 1 second to make sure the stream is running good. There we go. Loaded now. Loaded like a sack of potatoes. What's going on with Litecoin dominant? Litecoin, $45.52. Okay, cool. We were looking for the 1 hour. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, cool. Low, lower low, more negative momentum. That's fine. Low, higher low, less negative momentum. That's fine there as well. Looking for stuff happening here, man. High, lower high, less negative momentum as well. Now here we don't have the same stuff that's happening with Bitcoin, but we do have divergence here, just like we had with Bitcoin, right? Again, going from a high to a higher high with less positive momentum. Again, creating that bearish divergence, price action to the downside. We're starting to get it. Again, that move to the downside could have us move to the 20 MA and test it as a support. And if we break that, then the movement is still going to go to the downside. Might find some support over around this area, right? And then maybe somewhere around this area if we still fall lower. Sitting bought on the RSI at 61.10. Don't have anything else going on for Litecoin, so we're gonna move on to Binance. 6 people tuned in. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. I do appreciate that you guys show up today to watch this and chill. So what's going on with Binance? Yesterday losing dominance, 1.51%. Right now gaining a little bit, 0.18. Sitting at 1.25% of market cap. Now, not really much here that I want to talk about. I just want to talk about dominance, see where they're at, how the dominance is moving. But again, not really looking for that as an indicator of price right now. Let's see, do we have a double bottom? Yes, close enough. This could be a technical double bottom. It's within a certain range where this you could consider this the second double bottom or the second bottom. But again, facing resistance at the 20 MA, rejecting that higher price, and right now also seems like you got near it, and again rejecting it. So another stronger indication for bullishness on Binance. Now, still moving higher than your previous high. Your previous high is here. Now, the thing I don't like, and yeah, I don't like this. You went from here to a lower high, right? And you're going from this to more positive momentum, right? So again, creating that hidden bearish divergence that will usually indicate price continuation. Again, this is a daily. I would like for this to develop for a day or two more. But again, this would indicate that price will continue and we're in a downtrend. So again, continuation is probably down sloping. Same neutral on the RSI at 40.74. Nothing else I can do here on the daily, so I'll go on the 4 hours. Yeah, oh, cool. It loaded quickly. The 4 hours, we're going higher on the price, lower on that momentum, sorry, and we're going higher on the RSI. So nothing on the RSI. We just have bearish divergence, strong bearish divergence against the MACD histogram. So again, potential price action to the downside. We're getting it. We're seeing some resistance on this area. So again, we might still get it to play out. That's it for this on the 4 hours. Now this stuff is from the daily. Sorry about this, guys. The charts are being weird. So there we go. And I just want to make sure this stays on the 4 hours. So before I move on to another time scale, yeah, it's on the 4 hours. Okay, cool. So let's go into the 1 hour. The 1 hour, we don't have anything else here. Sorry, I didn't talk about sitting at 57.19 on the RSI, so neutral. On the 1 hour, we're sitting neutral at 58.77, but we're sitting bought just the previous hour at 64.61. I think we just got back into the bought scale. No, 59.97. So again, if this moves a little bit higher, we're probably going to sit back and bought area. And let's see what's going on here. High, higher, high, more positive momentum. Now, from here to here, we did have divergence. This was yesterday, man. I also missed this one. Again, I was rushing through the stream towards the end. I did have guests, and I had to go and, be with them for a while. So, being a good host. Again, we had divergence here as well. That's why we broke down from here to here, right? Price action to the downside, got it. Try to bounce up again, make a higher high with less positive momentum still. Again, breaking down. Trying to find something on the bottom part that I can call out for bullishness, but nothing bullish under this right now. Low, lower low, more negative momentum, also lower on the RSI. On the high part, again, from here to here, you're going higher, also going higher on your RSI, so that's it. That's it for this. Guys, I know if our people are tuned in. If you want me to look at something in particular, do let me know. Right now, it's the time on the stream where I will take requests for coin analysis, market analysis, stock analysis, or any other commodity. So if you guys want to toss something up, I will check it out. Otherwise, that's going to be the stream for tonight, guys. It is 9:44. We went through the stream a little bit quickly, or quicker than usual. There's usually more people here and chat. There's some chat going on, so it makes it a little bit. It makes it a lot more fun because there's more engagement. But right now, still, I mean, if you're here and you want to look at something, do let me know, and I'll look at that for sure. Again, I want to test something out, because when I go into a certain part of the stream, now that I'm live, and while you guys come up with a coin for me to look at, I want to go into this other area that I have here on the stream, and I'll see if I can hear myself, because for some reason when I go here, I get muted. Oh, why am I getting muted? There we go. Apparently, I'm not muted. Do let me know if I'm muted or not, because yesterday I was here and I wasn't able to hear myself, so I'm putting this as a test for me, and I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. I'll go back to the previous part that we had. Awesome, thanks, man. You guys could hear me in that previous section that I just put out there. Do let me know. Like I said, I was having trouble yesterday, so not sure how well that's gonna be, right? Anyways, yeah. I guess there's no coin requests, guys. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching on a Friday night. I think I said Saturday earlier on. It's been a very, very long day. Thanks for watching on a Friday night. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us, you know what to do. Join us on the Discord or send me a tweet, and I will reply to you. If you have any market inquiries, I will also reply to you there. Again, talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. Let them know that we're here. We're a friendly channel. We really want people to come here and find it as a safe haven where they can talk about any crypto and they won't be discriminated. Because again, we're not moon boys. We're not also not selling FUD or FOMO. We're not giving into FOMO. So again, we really want this place to be a place where people can come and discuss about cryptocurrency events or crypto in general, without feeling like they are, being attacked by other members of the entire crypto community. So again, a safe haven for traders, right, and crypto enthusiasts. So again, for some reason the music got stopped. Guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. Like I said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll catch you tomorrow.